The Emeril Lagasse AirFryer Pro, at least at the time of me making this video, is a fairly new air fryer in the market. Mine was purchased at a local Costco in California for about $100. And if this air fryer looks familiar to you, you've probably come across the AirFryer Pro before online or in infomercials. And both come from the same distributor, TriStar Products, and a quick comparison between the products show more similarities than differences. The Emeril AirFryer Pro has what looks like the same exact accessories and screen. It comes with a non-stick coated drip tray, 3 crisper trays, a rotating drum, a rotisserie, and skewer attachments. The Emeril fryer is 6 quarts and is rated at 1700 watts, which makes it one of the more powerful and larger fryer units on the market, which of course means it takes up more space. You'll basically have to allocate a 13 by 13 inch plot on your countertop, and preferably within 3.5 feet of an outlet because that's how long the power cable is. This appliance has a digital readout, and although that might seem intimidating to most, it's actually fairly simple to use. This Emeril fryer does have a few nice presets and modes. As you can see, the screen is blacked out when the device is off. Once you hit the button, which is more like a touch-sensitive button and not an actual click, the machine beeps and turns on, and as you can see, the screen illuminates. On the left, you'll see the oven light, which illuminates your food, and on the right, you see the rotisserie button, which turns on and off the rotisserie motor. On the very left, you'll see up and down arrows, which you can hit to adjust the time from 1 through 90 minutes in 1-minute intervals. And on the right, you can adjust the temperature from 180 degrees to 400 degrees Fahrenheit in 5-degree increments. The air fryer also includes a dehydration feature, which is indicated by the fruit button, which allows you to choose a temperature between 90 and 170 degrees Fahrenheit, and lets the fryer run from anywhere between 2 to 24 hours in 30-minute increments. There are also presets for common food items, which are pretty self-explanatory from the little icons. French fries, steaks, fish, shrimp, pizza, and even a baking preset. Now let's explain how everything works. So like most other air fryers, this has a top-mounted heating element and a fan, but it also has a mesh grill protecting the heating element. This comes in handy to prevent certain foods from being blown into the heating element, which can happen when you're cooking something that's light. The rotisserie accessories are nice because they each have an L or an R, which indicates the left or right side. The spit slides onto a track in the machine, and you press the spit or the drum to the left, seating the end into the spinning mechanism. You can then set your time and temperature and press the rotisserie button. The crisping trays have adjustable tray heights, which is great for allowing a variety of food to be cooked at the same time. The removable drip tray is about 1/4 inch thick and has a non-stick coating for easy cleanup. The 3 crisper baskets are made of a thin stainless steel mesh that is much sturdier than it looks. Also included is 1 spit that allows you to use the air fryer as a rotisserie. Along with the spit, you get 2 fork prongs that allow you to attach roast, cornish hens, or any other proteins that you might want to use on the rotisserie. An interesting note is that the spit is not sharp on either end, and that might make it a little difficult to get some proteins onto the spit. Also, you should expect to get about 6.5 inches of usable space on the spit before your protein hits the end of the prongs. You also get an attachment to attach 10 included skewers. That'll allow them to rotate while cooking, and each skewer has a bit less than 6 inches to allow you to put your meat and veggies on. Last but not least is another rotisserie-related accessory. It's a rotating drum, which is a cylinder that's about 8 inches by 5.5 inches in diameter, and it's also made of mesh, but has solid sides, which allows you to fry things while spinning them, which will hopefully, in theory, expose the food more evenly and also turn things over. The drum has a hatch that's about 4.5 inches by 3.5 inches, which is large enough for French fries and other small foods. And it also has what they call a fetch tool, which helps you bring out the drum. Now on to cleaning. The outside of the machine is a very shiny gloss black with the brushed stainless steel that looks very stylish but does attract a lot of fingerprints. The interior is stainless steel, which allows you to wipe down the inside, and the drip tray, as I mentioned, has a non-stick coating which makes cleaning very easy. The other mesh accessories help with airflow and cooking, but with all that mesh, it will rip up soft sponges and food particles do get stuck inside because the mesh is a diamond shape. The drum, although not extremely difficult to clean, it is a bit more work than you might be used to in an air fryer. So far, overall my initial impressions are pretty positive. The machine and accessories are good quality and they do look good, and so far it performs as advertised. I do have a few annoyances, however, like how you have to use two hands to close and open the machine because the door latch is so strong. If you pull without some pressure on the machine or holding it itself, the machine isn't heavy enough to allow you to open the door with just one hand, and it'll start tipping over. Also, cleaning some of the accessories may not be the easiest, but what you sacrifice in cleaning ease, you get in better quality cooking. So that may be a trade-off that many will gladly accept. I hope you got a good overview of the product, and I hope this helps you figure out if this is the right product for you. It's still fairly new to me, but these are just my initial impressions. I do plan on cooking some things in the drum and using the rotisserie soon. So please let me know in the comments if you'd like to see these things, if you have any requests of what I should cook next. I'd love to try some new things, so see ya.